Hello, I'm Justin Erickson, Community Development Director for the City of Shawnee, and I'd like to discuss three exciting initiatives that are beginning in downtown Shawnee.
Downtown Shawnee has a storied past. In the late 1800s, city leaders had vibrant hopes for a thriving city. They made deals with railroad companies, the Benedictine monks, and the Baptist General Convention of Oklahoma to bring good jobs and plenty of visitors to our growing city. At the time, Shawnee was one of the final 3 cities considered to be home for our state capital. More than 100 years later, our city government continues to view downtown Shawnee as a vital link to the storied history of our roots and as an underutilized asset that can stimulate new retail and job growth within our school district and the city limits.
We are very excited about 3 exciting initiatives that are happening downtown. The first of those is continuation of the downtown streetscape plan. The first phase was implemented several years ago when Bell Street was completed. Phase 2 would continue those improvements along Bell Street, including improvements to the pedestrian walkway, the underground utility infrastructure, the roadway surface, and also incorporates additional landscaping and biking improvements to downtown Shawnee. These improvements would occur in a 4-block area along Main Street, essentially from Beard Street all the way to Philadelphia Street. These improvements have an estimated cost of $1.7 million, and we're hopeful that we can begin this project in mid-2013. We're currently undertaking the design and engineering work, and we're also awaiting word on a grant that would pay for a large portion of this project from the Oklahoma Department of Transportation.
Completing Phase 2 of the 3-phase downtown streetscape plan will undoubtedly generate new interest in the area for locals and visitors alike. The second phase of downtown's major facelift has been on the back burner since 2005, waiting on necessary funding support to complete the job. The city now has funding in place to begin the second phase, and if it's successful in obtaining the ODOT grant, the entire second phase will be completed, hopefully within the next year. Even if attempts for the grant are unsuccessful, the city will complete a portion of the phase. Preliminary design and survey work is underway.
A multi-year initiative that continues to this day is the Downtown Mural Project. We've got many murals downtown, several of which are several years old, and we have new murals that have recently gone up as well. This most recent mural project was initiated by Safe Events for Families and was funded by a grant from the Shawnee Industrial Authority. We hope to continue this in the future.
Local community organizations like Safe Events for Families, the First Friday organization, and Friends of the Ritz Theater play a pivotal role in developing a better downtown environment. More citizen participation with various community betterment groups generates powerful momentum to help change the Main Street district into a more vibrant community area. Murals that we see on our downtown buildings were predominantly produced by local artists who partnered with a community organization, who partnered with a local business to finance the artwork.
Another exciting initiative that we're proud to announce is the beginning of the Downtown Facade Improvement Grant Program. We're hoping that this will become an annual event. This grant stems from a downtown study that was done several years ago called the Hyatt Palma Study. And that study incorporated a couple of key recommendations. One of those was the implementation of a facade grant to encourage downtown property owners and businesses to improve the front of their buildings and bring the front facade of the buildings back to a historic nature. And it notes that this type of grant process has been used successfully nationwide, and also there's many examples within our state as well, including the city of Tecumseh, that successfully implemented a similar program that improved the look and feel of downtown. The specific criteria for the grants the grant award can be up to $2,500. It is a one-to-one matching grant, and some of the things that we're looking for a successful award of a grant would be projects that restore the historic integrity of a building, projects that perhaps incorporate residential living on the second floors of some of these downtown structures, and just projects that make a particular impact to a building that's of especially historic character. So buildings that are exceptionally old and date from the time of inception for the city of Shawnee, or structures that have some other significant historical history to them. A perfect example of what we're talking about when we talk about downtown facade improvements is the Winco building here at the corner of Beard and Main Street. As you can see, they've restored the historic integrity of the structure by exposing the columns and repairing the brickwork, as well as the windows on this historic building downtown. Though this is a great example of the kinds of projects that the facade grant is designed to assist, this particular project was done without any grant assistance. The Downtown Facade Grant Program is funded through three main sources. Those include the City of Shawnee, the Shawnee Economic Development Foundation, and the Shawnee Industrial Authority. I'd like to thank the city's partner agencies in this initiative.
Again, with limited city dollars available, our city government is dependent on outside support to complete initiatives over and above core government responsibilities. There is roughly $15,000 in the Facade Grant Initiative for downtown property owners to apply for each August and September.
We hope the effect of this will be to restore the historic integrity of downtown Shawnee. Downtown Shawnee is already blessed by the Bell Street Historic District, which includes a number of properties within that district. There are also two significant structures downtown that are on the National Register as well. So we've got a good base to grow from and to improve upon.